Oh man, this music's loud. One second. The loud music is loud, chat. Woo! What is up, everybody? How's it going? Okay, I'm looking at these stats here. So, you know that I know that you know that if your player, your broadcaster gets an update, it breaks everything on your settings. So you gotta reset everything. You gotta rebuild everything all over again, and make sure your settings are right. Right. So updates are our enemy, also our friend. It's double-edged sword. Anyway, guys, what's up? It's been a couple of weeks since I last saw you guys, so cool. Good to see you. If you're here in chat, if you're just if you're scrambling in, that's cool too. But yeah, it's been about what 2 weeks since our last stream together. Last time I recall, I was getting my ass handed to in Neo, and that was frustrating. But hey, guess what? It's still kicking my ass. So that DLC is hard. Let's just be real. It's not easy. But I guess that makes sense. It is DLC, so it assumes you beat the game, and you've played a little bit of it. So I totally get it. I totally understand. I see what is happening here. So awesome. But yeah, so tonight we are going to be doing, so it's a variety night as always. And I'll get you guys caught up on what's been happening over here on my end, and some of the new stuff that's been happening. Like I wasn't around for the last Gamer Quotient podcast, right? I wasn't around for the study hall, and you can kind of hear it in my voice still because I did get sick last week for that. So yeah, hopefully you guys are staying healthy over there and not getting sick, because getting sick sucks. But yeah, hopefully you guys are doing good and you guys are being healthy. There's a lot of stuff that's come out. So if you're not part of Gamer Quotient just yet, let me pull up our links because that's where you're gonna want to go to find out all the things Gamer Quotient. We have a full-on Beacons AI over here. I'll put it in chat for you guys. You can go to this link. It'll show you. It'll take you to all the places that we are on social media, all your professors' social medias, if available, our stream, their streams. Everything's there. Schedule, merch, you got it. It's all there. So check that out. But anyway, we are also. I don't think I added a Discord in there yet, but if you're interested in joining our Discord, please do, because Gamer Quotient Gaming Academy. Because a lot of our students there give me links to videos to watch. And tonight we're going to watch one because a cool little game had recently released. I would say like not that long ago, probably last week? Maybe 2 weeks ago? Yeah, Crimson Desert came out a couple weeks ago, and it's causing up a stirring things up, as people would say. It's kind of weird. Well, it's not really weird. It's definitely obvious, but a lot of praise from gamers, right? From real, I hate saying real gamers, but when I say real gamers, I mean people that play video games, not like journalists, right? But it's kind of weird that like journalists are kind of like fighting this thing. Don't know why. Like, what's the I hate to say the word agenda. What's the agenda of down talking this game when you uplift so many other games? It's almost like you select which games to uplift and then you select which games to downvote, right? There's not an equal playing field here. Because the reason why I bring this up is because, hey, Blue, you've been playing it? Awesome, man. That's good. I'm gonna need a video and your thoughts on that. And then submit it to the headmaster's desk. So, but yeah, my thought on this, what I've noticed is that, like, there's a lot of games that they just seem to be against, and they seem to be from studios outside of the Western Hemisphere, right? And they're just against it for just being against it. Oh, they'll do a laundry list of things. They'll also deflect and say like, oh, this could have been a better main character, right? So for Marathon, did they do anything like that? Did they, criticize the game in that specific way? It's really weird. It's not weird, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like, they pick and choose what they want to criticize, and it's not consistent. If anything, they're consistent at doing the thing that they do, right? Which is being very inconsistent at the way they look at rate games. And I'm specifically only looking at IGN right now. There's a lot of other publications and posts, and to be honest with you, I think part of this is the algorithm, right? Yeah, Marathon is getting a weird amount of grace, which is weird. Like, why? Like, and that literally at first there was so much petition against this game because like they stole, AI assets, right? It's like $40, barrier of entry. They didn't like the art, so like this game was meant or was headed in a direction that would crash and burn, right? So and he got a 6, I think, like from a first impression. Then he all of a sudden got a 9. Like, how do you go from 6 to 9? What happened, right? How much money did they bribe you? That's crazy. 6 to 9 is insane because if you think about it, that's 60%, right? Out of 10, 60%. That means the game is only half good, barely half good. Then all of a sudden it's almost perfect. That's crazy. Like what's that about, right? It's like when the last game asked to wait for content before reviews were posted. So the game's not done, and so it's like saying, to me, that right there is like a disservice to those that bought it day one, right? Because think about it this way: if I said, "Hey, I want to play Monster Hunter," but the game didn't get good until its first DLC, so is Monster Hunter good? Right? Like, what is that? Or is the DLC good? Because didn't they rate Elden Ring DLC separately than they did the original game? Right? So it's like they're inconsistent. There's no consistency in their arguments, their reasoning. They just go, I feel like this game is good, and they go, okay, it's good. Like, they don't have like a like at Gamer Quotient at the Gaming Academy, we have a syllabus, right? We follow the syllabus. But like when these guys rate their games, I remember back in the day with like GamePro and stuff, they would just be like, okay, here's your graphics, your sound, and this is what we look for. This is what, we compare it to. Now it's just like they just bitch about it, but there's no comparison. There's no rhyme and reasoning behind it, right? And I think the person's ability to play the game too is 100% reflected on the review. They're like, oh, this game's frustrating. Well, to you, what if like somebody else is really good at that kind of game, right? Wouldn't you get a higher score? And plus, like, if you think about it, what makes no sense to these reviewers is that they always get some like dumb idiot that will review a game that they never play. Like they've never played an action RPG or whatever, and they'll get some guy to review it. And you're like, of course he's gonna review it low. It's not kind of the game they play. Plus, who's most likely to buy and play this kind of game? The people that are already interested in those kind of games anyway, right? Their process is so stupid. It's so dumb. It makes no sense. Like, I don't understand where this like game journalist issue came from. Like, what happened?
Mission complete.
I pressed the wrong button. But yeah, that's kind of like what I was kind of like thinking about the other day. I was like, what the heck? This makes no sense. So anyway, Blue, how you been? How you been? How you been? So tonight we're gonna check out a quick video. Wait, is this right? So they updated my stupid browser broadcaster, and it's all different now. And I'm like trying to figure it out. Okay, so it's blank. Okay, so here we go. Desktop 2? No. Nope. This one. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Check it out. Check it. Am I in the way? I'm in the way and I can't see. So Andre, of course, sent us a video about how IGN is backpedaling on Crimson Desert in the most obnoxious way possible. And sorry, I have not seen this video yet, but I can guarantee you that this video will most likely be like, yeah, it's not that bad. Because now like they see what they're doing. Like, I know what they did. They're trying to influence those in the middle on the fence on the game. So they'll try to like give reasons why it's bad, right? Versus reasons why it's good. Whereas most gamers, they give you reasons why it's good. And so if it's interesting, they'll want you to play it. But oh man, the backpedaling is so stupid, but whatever. We're gonna watch it. Last time a game asked wait for content before reviews were posted. Critics were gathered to follow that request. Yeah. All right, here we go. Can you guys hear the video? No sound. Hold on. Stupid updates. I swear to God. Dumb. Why is it not doing sound? I think it's because I'm screen sharing it and not like it's not coming out. What the heck? What the heck, bruh? Wait. Hold on. Anything? Nothing? Whoa. Okay. Still nothing? Okay. Hold on. God, this is annoying. Why did I do this? Updates. Um. Oh. Oh. I think I know why. This is an audio setting issue because I'm getting my audio on my headphones. So how do I freaking change this, Mr. Biggersworth? Come on now. Is that better? Change anything? Da, 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 da. Still nothing. Hold on. Audio mixer. Comments amuse him. Okay, hold on. Let me know the moment you start hearing something, okay? System. I wonder if this is because I'm using my headphones. What's weird is that the browser, it can hear the browser. Wait, hold on. Maybe, hold on. What about now? System is no sound. What the heck? I don't know who you are. This guy is like going in on this guy. It's kind of cool, actually. All right, it's weird because like the I think it may just be this. Hold on, I'll capture it in a different way. Apps. Well, yeah. Why don't they just capture that? That's weird. Oh, updates. You silly updates. Oh man, I want to talk about this part. I want to talk about this part. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Oh man, the stream only speakers. Why are you like this? Audio effects. That's not what I want. Device settings. Audio preview. Audio preview is used to monitor the final audio output from the presentation through the selected audio output device. Okay. System sound is default speakers. Speakers are currently wavelength system. Maybe I'll do browser. All right, I'm gonna try this. Let's see if you guys hear it. Why is the browser not, or why is the system not having? Oh, you know what? You know what? You know what? I got it. 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 Hold on. I got it. I think I figured it out. Matter of logic. Logic, boys. Browser. Oh man, I lost my train of thought. I forgot. Browser. Okay. Why is the system not hearing audio? That's so weird. Watch this. No? Did that do anything? Probably not. Did I mute system audio or something? System. Weird. This is so weird. Usually the system audio is always on, but in this case it's not on at all.
Further behind the opinion shield.
Wait.
If his review is just his personal opinion, just one man's subjective take, then he should be a YouTuber. Nobody is stopping him. But the moment you operate under the IGN banner, wielding Metacritic weight that moves stock prices and shapes publishing deals, you are not representing your opinion.
We did it. We did it, boys.
You are representing an institution. And institution, or should.
Okay, anyway, we're going to go back a little bit.
Without a transparent framework, there is no review. There is only an opinion with a badge attached, wielding power it was never asked to justify. And then someone in that thread made precisely this point, that journalistic integrity requires a scorecard, a methodology, a transparent framework, separating personal taste from structured professional evaluation. His response was 7 words. You're describing an opinion with extra steps. No wonder the reviews coming out of this operation land so catastrophically outside every quantifiable measure of quality. Peer comparison, player feedback, market response, sales data.
Excuse me. So the first thing I want to address, right, is that the fact that, like, immediately their stock goes 30% down on, like, day 2 release, right? So somebody gave these guys projections on cost of this game and pre-orders probably, and then like sales, like projections, right? And then also at the same time, like they factored in like how it's going to review. And so someone, whoever the investor was, saw their shitty review, like a 6, because, you know, we're talking about IGN over here, right? And they immediately pulled their money out. And this is in Korea. This is not in America, by the way. This is not Wall Street. This is like K Street. This is a Korean NASDAQ. KDAQ, I think. Because NASDAQ is North America. This is like Korea. And their stock price dropped 30%. That in itself is the problem with the gaming industry right now. The fact that is a pure example, and I'm trying to explain this to a friend earlier today, and he doesn't get it because, you know, one, I don't think he's an investor, but the pure problem of this game or the gaming industry is that if your stock drops 30% on day 2, people were investing in your game not because it's going to be a good game. From a design perspective. From an investor perspective, they're like, this game's going to sell. All right. It's going to sell this many copies because this is what people want, or it's cool, whatever. Like, I mean, it's already sold 3 million copies in the first 2 weeks. Right. But like the bad review, like the initial like launch, you're like, oh man, they got a bad review. Right. Oh no, they're only at like 1 million copies. Oh, we're expecting 3. Right. So they were like, all right, we're going to bail. We're going to bail right now. We're it did not meet expectation. Those guys, we're talking about, you guys know crypto, you guys know Bitcoin and all that bullshit, right? This is what we're talking about. Pump and dump schemes, right? Same thing is happening in the gaming industry. There's investors that are like, hey, I want in on this game. And because I was just telling my buddy, you don't need to have games cost $300 million, right? They're turning into $300 million because people are giving them money to make a game because they want in on the share of the cut when the game sells really well, right? So because if you can make, Vampire Survivors, Hollow Knight, right, with 2 people and just a lot of time, you don't need millions of dollars. You're gonna need time and effort, right? So what's happening? They're rushing games out. They're pumping it with money, and then when the game doesn't sell, they go, okay, we're out of here. Or if the game does sell, they go, okay, well, I'm out of here. And that's proven when a game is finished, they lay off a bunch of people, right? We talk about this on the podcast all the time. We're like, what's happening in the game industry? Well, it's simple, man. Investors are giving these devs money, these publishers money, and they're going, I'm going to give you guys 50, let's just say I'm going to give you guys $1 million to make this game. I want 3 million back. They go, okay, yeah, I think this game's going to be so good that we can make that happen, right? So what happens? A game that doesn't need $1 million extra budget gets $1 million pumped into it. They hire more people, right? They hire to get it done faster, better, whatever reasoning you want to put in your brain, right? And guess what? They hire the wrong people because they're hiring non-talented the devs that don't play the games that they're making. Laura, I forgot her last name, but she has this. She mentioned this. She was the VP at Epic Games for a while. She made, she helped push Gears of War. She honestly just said, there's devs out there making games that they have never played before. They're not passionate about it. They're just making the game. They're not gamers themselves, right? So of course you get a product that's kind of off. So that's what's happening. Okay, so anyway, with that said, that little piece with the whole investor thing, game sucks, right? Let's just use Dragon Age Veilguard, right? The game sucks. It's not exactly what everybody was looking for. A lot of BS is put into it. It's not the same Dragon Age you played ever since you were your kid, teenager, whatever. And the game bombs. But they put $200 million into it. It only sells, it underperforms, right? Everyone's getting fired, no matter what. If that game does good, everyone's still getting fired. Because if they're not going to be needed to make the next game, why are they there on staff, right? So they're gonna get cut. Because usually what happens before they make a game gold, they're already planning the next game that they're contracted for or arrangement for, right? So yeah, I mean, money is literally ruining the gaming industry. This is why indies is so important, and this is why you can tell when you're playing indie game, you're like, why is this game so good? Why does this game feel like it's not like trying to steal my money, steal my time, right? Like Ball Pit doesn't feel that way when you play it. It just feels fun, right? It's not trying to like, hey, download this extra ball for 25 cents, No, it's not doing any of that. It's not advertising to me, right? So yeah, and it's clear and evident, like how somebody conveys their art into the product, right? And this like back end action that gamers don't really care about. This, Pearl Abyss losing 30%. That's the part that people need to pay attention to, and why the industry sucks right now. So I hope people get more awareness of this. Legendary Drops is actually really good with this. Shout out to Legendary Drops. But like this is the stuff that they need to focus on once once they figure out the scheme and the and the endless cycle of gaming, game design, of modern day game design, live service games, cancer.
Against every single metric that exists to evaluate whether a professional judgment was accurate, this review failed. And his response to all of it is to retreat further behind the opinion shield. If his review is just his personal opinion, just one man's subjective take, then he should be a YouTuber. Nobody is stopping him. But the moment you operate under the IGN banner, wielding Metacritic weight that moves stock prices and shapes publishing deals, you are not representing your opinion anymore. You are representing an institution. And institutions have standards. And crucially,
That's right.
as we will show, this is not just about him. This is about how IGN as a company is being run. The individual is the symptom. The institution is the disease. But we'll get there.
Hey everybody, Peach here, and today
I honestly believe Crimson Desert. It's so weird. Every time I look at this game, right? A lot of people are saying, "Oh yeah, it's just Black Desert Online," right? It's just Black Desert Online. Yeah, it's supposed to be a prequel or a sequel to Black Desert. I get it, but the thing that really gets me when I see this game is there's a time in the gaming industry where Skyrim came out, right? And not too long after that, another game that looks like that looks a lot like Crimson Desert came out soon after. And that game was Dragon's Dogma, right? If you guys know what Dragon's Dogma is, awesome. If you don't, you should check it out. It's super inexpensive. Play it. It's fun. Plays like Crimson Desert Light, right? Crimson Desert reminds me, if those two games had a baby and they combined both of them together, you'd have this game. It's insane. So every time I see this, I'm like, man, I feel like if Skyrim and Dragon's Dogma just had a baby, you would get Crimson Desert.
He said, let's be precise, that he'd rather lose his job than pump out craven work. Nobody threatened his job. The question on the table was whether his review accurately reflected the game's quality, whether his analysis held up under scrutiny, whether the score he assigned was proportionate to what Pearl Abyss actually built. He answered that question by constructing a more dramatic version of the conflict, one where he's a principled truth-teller, refusing to compromise his integrity under siege, and then defended himself against that invented version with considerable passion. That is not integrity. That is a straw man dressed in integrity's clothing. When that fails to land, the next layer deploys. Disqualify the critics entirely. Paranoid conspiracists who've never worked in the industry. If you have never written a professional game review, your disagreement is illegitimate by definition. Your analysis doesn't count. Your evidence doesn't count. Your 11,000 Metacritic user ratings don't count either. And here is the rich irony of that position.
Interesting.
Every independent gaming channel on YouTube earns its audience the hard way, post by post, take by take,
Yeah,
with the community
it's true.
deciding in real time whether the analysis is worth watching. Their credibility is held up to scrutiny every single upload. Nobody watches them because of an institution they represent. They watch because the work earns it. He has it completely backwards. The independent voices he dismisses are the ones actually being held accountable by their audience daily, while he hides behind an institutional badge that investors and publishers defer to, not because his work has earned that deference, but because they assume an outlet this large must have standards. And as every post in these threads has demonstrated, that assumption is the biggest irony of all. The institution with the most reach has the least accountability. And the most telling exchange of all comes when someone points out directly that he criticized Marathon's UI and inventory system in his own review. The exact same categories of complaint he used to justify Crimson Desert's 6, yet gave Marathon a 9.
Like I said, I've never seen this video before, and I'm already calling it. They're so obvious. They have a pattern. It's almost like it's scripted, right? They're like, you are gonna get this. You're gonna play this game. It's not from the Americas, right? And you're gonna give it a subpar review, almost like negative review. Then an equally, you know, another game comes in made in America, right? It's, bro, it's just so obvious. You're not even hiding it anymore.
His response? Reviews aren't math, it's opinion. This again, the default shield. Every single time accountability arrives at the door, regardless of the question, regardless of the evidence, regardless of how precise the contradiction being pointed at, the answer is always the same. It's just my opinion. Whatever this man is feeling that particular day, about that particular game, in that particular mood.
So if that's the weight of your words, it's just my opinion, then you should not be a journalist. You should not be a reviewer, because you're, as a reviewer, we want to trust your expertise, right? Isn't that not right, Blue? I feel like if you're gonna be a reviewer, you got to have some experience behind this, some knowledge behind it, so you can give a better educated response to what you're looking at. You know, food critic, food review, right? They eat a lot of food, different types of food. You got to know a little bit about food, right? The flavors and all that. You know, someone that's hungry is going to be a bad reviewer. They're just going to everything. Oh, it's just good. I was just hungry, right? But like this guy's saying, oh, it's just my opinion. So you're saying you're bad at your job, right? And then at the same time, what your words carry no weight. So why do you have this job again? Do you not care about your job? Do you not care about what you do? Then don't do the job. There's many others. This is why YouTubers have become better reviewers in games than IGN, because they're more passionate about what they're reviewing. This guy's sounding like, yeah, whatever.
Stamped with the IGN badge and fed into a Metacritic aggregate that moves stock markets and shapes an industry. And when someone pushed further, suggesting that a critic representing a global brand shouldn't be making personal taste declarations, but evaluating whether a game succeeds at what it's trying to do and who it's for, his response was that a negative review is basically just saying the game isn't for you. He just told you what IGN's negative reviews are. Personal taste declarations. Nothing more, nothing less.
Oh, there's my other thing too, right? How many reviewers do you think they have? And why are people that don't like this kind of game reviewing a game like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not a fighting game player and I say, hey brother, I need you to review Street Fighter 6 for me. Versus me, I'm like, I've been playing fighting games for over 20 years. Why would you choose the other guy? Oh, maybe because like the only thing I can think of is like, oh, James's GQ's review may be a little bit biased because he loves fighting games. Okay, but but I'm the fighting game guy. I should be the most critical about this. This is why makes no sense.
This,
unless there's an agenda.
Our second generation ALK. So our company was.
Then comes the final layer, the one designed to make the entire architecture look reasonable from the outside. A re-review is probably warranted, he says. Not because his original review failed every qualitative and quantitative metric available.
Correct.
Not because his complaints dissolved within 9 days, but because the game has new updates. His original position still stands. Every complaint he made, he maintains, was valid at the time. This is not open-mindedness. This is the most sophisticated defense of all, using the re-review framework as a shield for an original judgment that has been demolished by peer consensus, player feedback, market response, and sales data simultaneously.
Also, why would market response change your review? I'm gonna be real with you on that. Why would market response change your review? And I'm not talking about player feedback, because player feedback, I can argue and say, yeah, I know. Let me take a look at what you saw that I may have missed. Let me check it out. Okay, that's pretty cool, actually. Or I can be like, oh yeah, I can see that. That may change my review score, right? Even by 1 point. But like, why does their stock dropping 30 points be like, oh yeah, now it's a better game because their stock dropped? What? That makes no sense.
And honestly, we've heard enough from him and his reviews. He can save it. The gaming community has already delivered its verdict, and it looks nothing like a 6 out of 10.
I'd say it'd be an 8. I haven't even played the
But
game.
here is where the entire
I'm
thing
guessing 8.
unravels. Because across multiple threads, he admitted that he would have given Veilguard a completely different score to the reviewer who actually covered it, and then defended that reviewer by saying people are allowed to like different things, and we should embrace that. Read those two positions together. When his own score is challenged, it's a principled institutional verdict that nobody has the right to question. When a colleague's completely different score is challenged, it's personal taste, and we should celebrate it. The authority of the badge is real when it protects him. The shelter of subjectivity is real when it protects his colleagues. Whichever one is convenient, whichever one lands. This is not one man's personal contradiction. This is the operating philosophy of an institution that has spent decades wielding Metacritic power with one hand, while hiding behind, "It's just my opinion," with the other. The opinion shield isn't a personality quirk. It's institutional policy. And it has been for a very long time. So let's be precise about what he just confessed. The same game assigned to a different person would have produced a completely different score.
Correct. This is why Blue, I don't know if you remember this, Blue, but do you remember back in the 90s GamePro magazine, right? And the way they reviewed their games. The way they reviewed their games is they had a panel of like, I think 5 different reviewers, and each panelist had their own score of the same game. And I thought that was the coolest way to review a game, because usually the consensus was it was never perfect. Like it was a 5 out of 5 out of all of them. That would be the hardest way to score a game, right? It's happened a few times and we can look it up, but like it's almost never that. It's been consistent that like Sean will rate this a 4.7. John will rate it as a 3.5. Corey will rate it as a 5, right? And then the guy named Sushi X, he was always like the mystery ninja guy. He would rate he had a very specific taste. Like he was a fighting game guy, action guy, right? So he'd always rate the fighting games 5.0, right? But then the other 4 guys were not really into that fighting games as much, and they were very critical about them. So they would rate it a 4.5, right? That is one of the most effective ways to review a game. And that's kind of this is what this guy is saying, right? Is that like, yeah, sure, he may have a different score, but you don't present that case. You're the only one dealing with this review right now. So the weight of your words are heavier than anybody else, than on a different establishment. So yeah, and it's just so silly. It's almost like these guys have never read a GamePro magazine, never knew what it was. Like, oh my God, it's so frustrating.
Carrying the identical IGN brand authority, the identical Metacritic weighting, the identical capacity to move Pearl Abyss's stock 29% in a single day. All of it resting on nothing more than whoever happened to be assigned that week and whatever taste they walked in with that morning. No standard, no framework, no consistency. no reliability, no accountability. And just to complete the picture, this same reviewer stands by his assessment that Concord was a more consistently enjoyable game than Crimson Desert. Concord, the game pulled from sale within 2 weeks of launch. The game that became a case study in catastrophic failure. More enjoyable, in his taste, than a game with 4 million sales, a thriving community, and cultural momentum no marketing budget could manufacture.
Concord is a better game. Yikes.
This is the quality of taste informing professional reviews at the largest gaming outlet in the world. If this is the critical compass being used to assign scores that move stock markets and determine developer bonuses, then IGN has a far more serious problem than one bad review.
You see that? This gentleman just claimed that like giving this a purposely bad score made Pearl Abyss lose money. See how it's connected? See how there's like, it's almost like, you know, I don't want to be conspiracy theorist, but they know how this works. These guys have insider info of like, okay, you give it a bad review, right? We'll hook you up. You know.
They have a hiring problem.
Also at the same time, it's just an opinion, dog. Not a big deal.
They have a standards problem. They have a fundamental question to answer about what kind of analytical...
Yeah, and honestly, Blue, like your explanation on that card system, I didn't even know that was in the game, and I betaed the game, right? So like that right there in itself was like overshadowed by everything else. But what you have to understand too is that like if the game has to be overshadowed, you know, and over everything else, right? Because of those like, you know, designs or whatever, that they don't talk about the gameplay. Because I thought the gunplay was all right, but it wasn't a pretty game to look at. So, but if the game's visual graphics and its art style is a detriment to people enjoying the game's already failed. Just because like they have to look at these characters and we play games to escape. So if you have characters that you don't want to look at, you don't want to play the game. So I think that's kind of the other consideration there. But like they couldn't get over how the game looks, so therefore they didn't even get to the point where they had to criticize the gameplay. You know what I'm saying?
Mind they consider qualified to wield institutional authority over an industry worth hundreds of billions of dollars. He said earlier he'd rather lose his job than compromise his integrity. And here is the bitter irony of that statement. Genuine integrity in this situation would demand exactly that. Owning a judgment this catastrophically misaligned with every measurable standard of professional accuracy, acknowledging it publicly, accepting the consequence.
Cool.
That
Sauron?
is what integrity actually looks like when it functions. Instead, what we get is the performance of integrity, the dramatic declaration, while the actual cost of it is carefully avoided at every turn. In games journalism, apparently, you get to claim the principle without paying the price. And IGN, the largest gaming outlet in the world by reach, by influence, by Metacritic weighting, just told you, through their own reviewer's mouth, that they don't believe they owe you the standards to change that. That's not games journalism. That's a circus.
That's crazy. That's what that is.
And as always, thank you to everyone who has subscribed, commented, liked, donated, and joined the membership recently. I'm truly humbled and grateful. I've been considering branching out with the content. Let me know if you want me to cover game news, industry analysis, or anything else. Drop your suggestions below.
Peace.
That's it from me until the next one. Peace.
I like this video. I think it's cool. You all should check it out. Thanks to Andre for submitting it. Very good. Very good. I think he had a very good, like, one, he didn't have an obnoxious, like, you know, the outrage voice that everybody does on YouTube. you know, it's kind of annoying, honestly. So he has a very calm, sincere, succinct voice, which is cool. Very well said. He brought receipts, which is always a good thing. And yeah, no, that's good, man. Oh man, that's always like that stuff is so annoying to me. This is why, I mean, we try to avoid reviews at Gamer Quotient just because, like, one, we're not prepared for that, we're not ready for that, right? And if I was gonna do a review, it's gonna be like a Game Pro review, and I'm gonna try to find an image of this Game Pro review, show you guys what it looks like from back in the day. Yes. Oh, this is so cool. Check this out, bruh. Check this out. Game Pros. Oh, I'm in the way. Let me get out of here. Give me 1 second. All right. Let me get out of your way. Okay. Game Pro's rating system. So I've always enjoyed this Game Pro rating system. This was really cool, right? Colors. It's got emotion, right? And it's got 0.5s. And then the challenge rating. Like, guys, this is why we were way more informed on how games were back in the day with the Game Pro rating system. The other thing that you can also notice is that they changed it over time. They started adding like these, like making it more interesting. But look at this, right? Let's see if I can open this in a new window. Check this out. Check this out. You see what I'm saying here? Oh no, this is not new tab. Yeah, you see this? This is, oh man, I'm in the way again. Get out of here. Blue, are you able to zap that guy? If you can, that'd be awesome. Pretty sure I made you a mod, right? If not, I'll work on that. But yeah, so chat, check this out. Steve Harris, Ed Semrad, Martin Alessi, and Sushi X worked together to review a game back in the day. Thanks, Blue. Right? Look at this. Favorite games: Empire Strikes Back, Star Fox. Favorite games: Sylphid, Empire Strikes Back. No, 2 Star Wars bros. Favorite games: Star Fox, Bubsy, Lord. This is probably Lords of Thunder, or just Lords. Sushi X, Mortal Kombat, Cool Spot. Variety of different gamers liking different games, right? And look, Steve, Ed, Martin, Sushi X gave Lords of Thunder an 8, between an 8 and a 9. So something about Lords of Thunder isn't bad. One's a fighting game player, one's a shmup player, one's a Star Wars fan, one is like, you know, a rail shooter fan, one's a platform enjoyer. And they all agree that it's between 8 and a 9, so 8.5, right? I would say, right? For Lords of Thunder and the Turbo Duo. But you know what I'm saying? Like, and they talked about it, right? So this way you can validate their number, their score. So, and so it's just so weird that, like, you know, you read this, I read this as a kid, and I watch these, and I read these new modern IGN reviews. I'm like, what the what is like the tone, and then the tone of this review just so condescending and like so prudish, versus these guys here that are like more objective. They're like giving it praise and like, you know, what's disappointing, right? It's like, it's not just like, hey, it's just an opinion, bro. You know, like, it's like these guys are in a think tank and they're like, hey guys, we're gonna review Lord's Thunder. Let's go. Let's talk about this, right? So, and as a kid, I didn't know these guys, right? Like, I think it's cool that they have like little artwork there. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, that was one of the coolest ways to review a game. There's more pro review, right? When you open image, new tab, image. Score. Super Nest by Toxic Tommy. Let's go, Toxic Tommy. But that's what I'm saying, man. Like, I don't understand. It's like, oh man, I remember looking through these. These are so fun. Jeez. And this is why I love like physical media, like magazines and stuff. Like this, seeing this stuff right here, it just brings me joy. This right here, bro. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Sushi X in here. He's gotta be in here doing this thing. By Slasher Quan. That must be a newer guy. Like I kind of stopped reading Game Pro as I got older, right? Slasher Quan. Sushi X and Slasher Quan. That's crazy. That's so fun. Man. Didn't think this was going to turn into a the rated Chrono Trigger. Win-win. I'm trying to find more examples of like multiple reviews, you know, from different members of the team, right? So there's a few of them. There wasn't like, you know, God, this format's so rad. And look how, like, I don't know, it just feels like there's more, since it's not in video format, they're limited to what they can write, right? And kind of display on a magazine. Gosh. Oh, there it is, Night Trap. Adam's Family, let's go. Oh man, X-Men. Terrible review. Who reviewed this hunkin' trash? Anyway, that was good. Good. Go back to memory lane. Okay, so we're gonna play some games or what? Let's play some games. We got some options tonight. I don't know who's on chat. Blue, I know you're here, so feel free to chime in. I was playing a little bit of Towerborn today with Ace. We can continue more Towerborn. I don't feel like playing Helldivers 2. I play that like all week. I try to, you know, my kind of like my dailies on that. I found I got the new episodes of the Batman game, Telltale game, so we can continue that finally. Because remember, that was on the A to Z Gaming Challenge, and I only had episode 1 for some reason, but now I have all the episodes. I got some deal, and I bought a lot of DLC because the DLCs are like 50% off. So I got like the season pass for this game, so there's some new missions we can play on that. You know, more Towerborn. What else we got here? Beat 'em ups. The Gundam game. I don't know if you guys ever saw that Gundam game on there. We could do Monster Hunter. Ball Pit. We're just chilling. We're just hanging out. I'm still kind of under the weather, so nothing too intense. If anything, this Batman game, so we can continue playing it. Yeah. Look at that, installed. We got him. You know, and if we had more people in chat, I could turn on the internet function for that, so you guys can participate in playing the Batman game with me. Partake, they say. Partake. Well, Batman game? I'm thinking Batman game. Let's do like an episode. Be nice and chill. Nice and chill. Chill and nice and chill. Chill and nice and chill. How do I change this? Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. Batman. Oh, that's X-Men. All right, here we go. We're gonna be so serious. All right. He's so serious, chat. Okay, that's probably not the better. This is probably the better one. This one right here. I'm gonna go classic. Classic. Oh no! Alright, episode 1. Restart episode. Finished it. Hey! Start episode 2! Previously on Batman.
A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us. Together, we will change Gotham. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale, not interested, and reporter for the Gotham Gazette. Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Maybe.
Your father knew which hands to shake.
Your father.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous. Bye, Bat.
The chemicals. Where are they? We're all being played here, including you. Christ almighty! It's the Waynes.
How is it the Waynes when there's only like one guy?
Are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
All right, here we go. We're back. We're back, baby. We're doing it. Let's get some Batman vibes in here. There we go.
Don't have to do this.
Only you now, Master Bruce.
I thought I might find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us. But you should see this. I know you come here for solitude, Bruce. More allegations about his ties to the underworld. This isn't going away. It's all so public and messy.
Tell me all of this is a lie.
I wish I could. There are no angels in Gotham, Bruce. Maybe there never were.
Damn, for real?
I've been dreading this day for nearly 2
Oh, I will, man.
decades.
I'm waiting for it to be announced physically. You know?
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, They were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
You kept their secrets for them.
I'm trying to help you understand.
Then try harder!
Try harder!
Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners.
Dang.
Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
Working with Falcone and Hill. I expected a regular accounting, not a pact with the devil.
Your father was a good man in many ways, but this was his undoing. I want you to know, I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then, they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door. Everything I did, everything I've ever done, was out of love for you.
Hey, hold on a second. Chat's not showing up. Give me 1 second, chat. Chat, why isn't your chat showing up? Chat. I'm typing something, see if something happens. Chat test. Or chat est. Yeah, it's not popping up. Alright, we gotta fix that. Chat. Stream chat viewer. Oh. Oh my god, dude. Updates break everything. They're so annoying. Alright. Test it now. Test. Oh my god, it's so tiny. That's what she said. Hold on. What the heck is this, brother? Opacity. Opaque. Say what? Say it, my dude. Oh, okay. I guess it. Can you fit in there? Fit in there, bud. There we go. That's gigantic. It's just so large. Let's do 22. Oh man. Okay. Well, whatever. Oh, that's just for the test. Thanks, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. It's there now. I think. Right? Let's bring it down a little bit. Bring it down a little bit. There we go. Cool. Thanks, thanks, XSplit. Breaking my shit again. Roar. Roar. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I'm like OCD. I'm like, it's gotta be within the frames. Okay, Here we go.
I hope you can
Enthralling.
forgive me.
How could I hold this against you? You're all I've got, Alfred.
Thank you. I won't let you down again.
Alfred's my boy, dude. Alfred can do no
This
wrong.
is the first time I've been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big. Yet, there it was.
Wouldn't Chill just run when he recognized him?
Well, it's a fair assumption.
But he didn't.
You always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked.
Detail. Homie's doing an investigation right now on his, like, family's murder.
I want him standing here. Right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
I take him to jail. Just like any other criminal.
But he's not just any criminal, is he? He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
Burp, 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 burp. Talk to Alfred. Look at this graffiti.
He just wanted to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
I can't picture him as a criminal. Not the kind I deal with.
In that moment, he was simply your father.
The theater. Really? Run faster. Run faster. Hey. Nope. Seeing things.
Think back to that night, as hard as it might be to do so.
Alfred. That's what I'm doing, bro.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
Bro, matinees at 8 p.m.? That's crazy.
Where exactly does the memory end?
With my father pleading, "You don't have to do this." And the gun fires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe. Do I really?
Bro, he's a traumatized kid. What else would he remember? I'll kill you!
Stay back!
personal. Just business. They told me you had it coming.
You don't have to do this. No, Falcone. He's making a mistake.
Bruce, are you all right?
It wasn't a mug. They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
Carmine! Ah! Good intro, good intro. When games are directed better than actual movies.
Getting you in to see Falcone like this? I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
Look, I get that, Harv, okay? And it means a lot to me.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier. The last time you disappeared behind closed doors with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about. Look, I'm all for blind support, but I should at least know what I'm getting myself into.
This is a personal matter, Harvey.
Fine, don't tell me. But I hope none of this comes back to bite us. I don't want headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Gentlemen, we finally put Falcone in his cage. Now, thanks to the information you gave me, Bruce, he won't ever get out.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Information? What information?
Oh, I assumed you knew. I was going to contact your office first thing, but everything's been a little busy.
Sorry, Harvey. I was going to tell you.
Tell me what?
Your friend here gave us a case that'll put Falcone away for life. A catalog of his entire criminal empire.
Is that a fact?
It's the reason I said yes to this unorthodox request.
Nice job bringing in Falcone.
Falcone!
That son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya. I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
We're keeping Falcone in the infirmary. He's lucky he didn't get roughed up more. I could tell Batman wanted to kill him, but he held back. He cares about doing the right thing.
I know he does a lot for the department, but honestly, Batman freaks me out.
Oh, he's definitely freaky. But I'm glad he's out there watching over the city.
All right, Falcone's inside. You say what you gotta say. We'll be out here.
This is pretty intense. He's alive. You don't look alive.
The hell? Bruce Wayne?
You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week. Just like every other time they tried to put me away.
We need to talk, Falcone.
You weren't so eager the last time we met. But then, I knew you'd come around. Especially after the press got their teeth into you. You're your father's son. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close. More than friends. More like cousins. Going back decades.
Did you have something to do with his death?
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pup digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd have figured that out by now. Hey, I tried to get through to you at Dent's party. Maybe I should have spelled it out.
Convince me then. Tell me a story about our big, happy family.
There it is. Now I got you hooked. Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do. God damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
This is sus. I'm not inhumane.
40 years I keep my veins clean of any of that gunk. But you never forget the tender kiss. It'd be so easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever. Of course, you'd never know the whole story. How much of your parents do you have in you? What kind of son did Thomas Wayne make?
I'm not a murderer.
No, you're not. That's why you were kept in the dark. Much better, kid. Thank you. Gesture like that reminds me of your mother. Your father may have been the doctor, but Martha, she had the human touch. I think you got more of her in you, tell the truth. Yeah. There's a kindness in you. You care about people. Even mean old bastards like me. She was the only one that ever had a hold on your father.
Until you hired an assassin to kill them both.
What, you really think I hired Chill? Sure. I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friends.
But you can't trust you then.
Parents learned that.
Holy shit.
They're waiting for you in hell! The bastard had to die.
Hands in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out! Go! Go!
Yo, that was crazy. What the hell?
We are in deep shit. I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp. This close, we were this close!
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and that we're investigating. The usual.
Someone planned this for a reason.
Even if that's true, the simple fact is she gunned him down in his hospital bed.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Oh, Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
Tell me if she says anything. I have to know why she did this.
It was good. I'm invested already.
Alfred, Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection secured.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine. Fresh injection site. That doesn't look like blood.
Drugs? You crack addict?
Her veins, still visible beneath her skin. Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
Of course. I'll be in touch as soon as I have the results.
Where am I? Mr. Wayne? What's going on? Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened. Everything is such a blur.
Sergeant, you have to think. What do you remember?
Oh, God. Falcone. I was hoping it wasn't real.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me. I talked big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never betray the lieutenant.
I believe you.
So foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then I just felt light. Like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what. The reasons why I should've, they were a million miles away.
You have to remember more, Montoya. Try.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Cobblepot said something similar.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. How is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, hey, don't worry about that now.
I found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, I do. Of course I do. Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
Now! She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor. I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce!
God damn it.
What are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of lockdown?
I'm sorry, Vicky. I don't have time.
Don't brush me off. Word is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
Where did you get that?
So it's true?
No, I didn't say that.
Word is you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate Prison for life. A day after he showed up at your house. And now you're here. You can't afford to be associated with another scandal. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use.
Uh-huh.
Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened. Just give me something to run with.
A police sergeant, Renee Montoya.
Wait, Sergeant Montoya?
You didn't get this from me.
Okay. I feel like if Bruce would drop that name, like he knows, he already knew what to say after that.
Either Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself, or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor. The residue I scanned on Montoya is similar to the nerve agent I found at the docks. Let's see what we got.
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker? Prone in his sickbed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him.
Murder at the hands of Montoya. That's not justice.
Whoever did this was judge, jury, and executioner. No one should act as all three. I hope he told you something before he was killed. What did you learn from him?
Practically family, he said.
Family? Funny, I don't recall any Sunday dinners with the mob.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computers pinpointed reference points on the two compounds.
I would probably say it's like a rival that would like try to, you know, shake up things.
The men at the docks were doused with the base chemicals. The reaction was messy. They were out of control. This refined drug is like a weapon. It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses. Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but drugging others to fight them for you? Oh.
Considering the amount they stole from Falcone, they could build a small army of remorseless assassins.
The thought is chilling. Your drones are in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
Joe chilling. Are they here? Jesus.
Find her! Find her now! Send a strong message. Bring me her head.
No, he wouldn't be in like a skyscraper. Yeah, warehouse.
Yeah, there you go. You'll be alright. Alright.
The Skyline Club. Jesus, didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot. It's time he
For
met
Batman.
the Batman.
Let's go, Batman.
Come on, I know there's gotta be more around here. The man probably had millions in his salt drawer. If Falcone finds out I helped you, he'll kill me. My boss won't be doing much of anything. Ever again.
Woof.
You lot, come check out this office. Where is he? I don't know. Please. Hey, you can help me. Or you...
Nobody heard that? What the? What
Let
is-
him go.
Zombie?
Batman! It's about time. You kill a crime boss, you'd expect a word of thanks from Gotham's #1 vigilante. Oh, don't worry, I'll pass your gratitude on to those who made it happen. They'll be pleased to know you think so highly of their work.
You used an innocent cop to do your dirty work.
I know how you've been using the drugs you stole at the docks. Where are they?
Is this about Falcone? We all saw how you felt about Falcone. Pounded him into a pulp on live TV. If you were truly the defender of this city, you'd have finished the job yourself. Ended it. Falcone deserved to die. Vermin like Falcone, they deserve to be stomped out. Believe me, I know from personal experience.
You don't decide who lives and who dies. That's not justice.
But it's bloody well satisfying, isn't it? As a show of good faith, I'm gonna let this one go. How's about we talk this through? We helped you with Falcone. Now, if we could just cut out the rest of the rot, like Wayne and Hill, ordinary folks might be able to breathe.
What is it about this place that attracts criminal scum like you? You're going to attack the mayor? That's not going to happen.
Attack? Absolutely not. Mayor Hill's role has been decided. Here's the thing. I actually admire you, Batman. We both want the same kinds of things. Me and my people, we've got big plans for Gotham.
That guy.
They found Catwoman. What do you want with her?
We had a deal. She didn't make good on it. So sorry this didn't work out, mate. I'd stay to watch. I would, but I still got a Catwoman problem to deal with. Oh, what's her name again?
Selena.
Yes! Oh, beautiful name.
I hit that. I hit that, bro. I went right. Bro, what?
Try harder.
Who is this guy? Is this Solomon Grundy? How did I leave that fast?
Alfred, track down Selina Kyle.
I'll find her right away.
No capes. I feel like I'm being set up, you know?
A new twist in the race for the mayor's office as Harvey Dent backer Bruce Wayne comes under fire for alleged corruption. Joining me live is Mayor Hamilton Hill. Mr. Mayor, you said earlier today that in light of the allegations against him, Bruce Wayne should distance himself from Dent, but that was unlikely to happen. Why?
He strikes me as, well, the jealous sort. Very possessive of his toys.
Better keep a low profile.
Did you hear?
You lost? Because I don't have time for tourists. Looks like you walked into the wrong bar.
You know Selina Kyle? There are men after her.
Uh-huh. When aren't there?
Well, these ones are trying to kill her.
Hey, don't I know you? It is you. Knew it. The cops take all your fancy clothes? Are you trying to lay low? Of course, you're not really the low-lying type.
Can I buy you a drink?
How about a few? It ain't like you're short on cash.
Leave him alone, Frank. Man's just trying to have a quiet drink.
You didn't seem to mind the company. But whatever.
Yeah, that's cool.
Selina, I need to tell you something important.
Better be an apology. You were supposed to take care of our mutual problem. Instead, you just pissed him off.
Well, I've met a couple of his goons myself. Your client isn't one for subtlety. The man who hired you, his name is Oswald Cobblepot.
Never heard of him.
He goes by Penguin.
Penguin? Shit. Ugh, you've got to be kidding me. You should have just killed me on that rooftop. I'm dead anyway. When you screw someone over, you really screw them. The Penguin.
Penguin can't take on both of us, and I'm not going anywhere. Clearly you know something about him.
I only know him by reputation. I'm surprised you never heard of him. He's a big deal across the pond. He's more dangerous than you think.
I grew up with Oz. He's the first real friend I ever had.
I'm not surprised. Questionable morals and a penchant for theatrics. You two have a lot in common. The question is, why Gotham? Why now? It's not like he's hurting for crime syndicates abroad. Why leave that?
He thinks he's changing the world for the better, no matter the cost.
Well, he's no Joan of Arc, that's for sure. Well, I'm not sticking around here to find out.
Oswald, Penguin is about to unleash God knows what on the city. You can't just leave.
A good reason not to be here when he does. You want to stay? That's your choice.
I need you, Selina.
That right?
If Penguin is as deadly as you say, I need all the help I can get.
Bruce, sweetie, the gallant knight thing, It really is adorable. But what would Harvey think? The two of us, working together. After all, I'm not really an all work and no play kind of girl. Harvey knows that.
I'm sorry, why are we talking about Harvey?
He's your friend, isn't he? Just seeing how much of a conscience you really have. You and I...
Please, don't wreck my bar.
Well, Bruce, you were right.
Selena Kyle, Penguin says hello. Beat it. We're here for her. If you care about your own skin, you'll get the hell out.
Gentlemen, please. Sit. Have a drink. Let's work this out like civilized people.
We're done talking.
He's got a gun! Hey, what?
Not done yet.
Oh. Part of the fun is I'm having is trying to find all the reused assets from like from what the other games. All from the Telltale games, yeah. Why wouldn't you?
You fight pretty good. For such a pretty boy. Come on, this way.
That look. Oh yeah, during that time. Like Wolf Among Us. I gotta get my hands on the Guardians of the Galaxy one.
Quick, check the alleyway.
You see anything?
Negative. Let's check the other side.
Are we alone?
Yeah, we're alone. Move. We should go.
Bro code.
I'll take the rooftops. You take the alley.
Wait. Yes or no, will you help me stop Penguin?
I'm gonna say maybe, but only because he's trying to kill me.
Pretty good reason to say yes.
You shouldn't trust me, you know. 'Cause 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 'Cause
Dispatch is like this generation's Telltale game, right? Like there's not another one.
Check to see if there's anything on the phone we can use.
Processing it now. Is everything all right? There are quite a few police cars convening on your location.
It's fine. Has the back computer found anything yet?
Bruce, there are a number of messages here, all from Mayor Hill.
Mayor Hill?
The last voicemail is his. Listen to this.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same.
This is very shady indeed. Whatever they're talking about, it doesn't sound good.
I should have guessed. Hill's working with Penguin. If Hill's talking to Penguin, he must know something. It's time I paid him a visit.
I agree. The mayor must have answers, but if I may offer a word of advice. People look up to Batman after how you handled Falcone. Terrorizing the mayor could damage that goodwill. Then again, Batman's methods would certainly get him talking immediately. Bruce would have to depend on his guile to loosen Hill's lips.
Ooh, chat. Which one should we do? I kind of want to go as Batman. That way, like, Bruce is not, like, you know, not in the crossfire. Because he's not going to tell him anything because he's, like, wants to kill him, right? So, I feel like we go as Batman. Expanse game. Expanse? What game is that? The Expanse, right? Expanse game. Oh yeah, the Telltale series. That's a Telltale game, but it wasn't. It's an action RPG. It's not an actual Telltale game, though. I mean, that's basically Mass Effect. Ooh, I'm gonna go Batman.
Going as Batman is the sure bet.
There's another one? The Expanse, a Telltale series. I've never heard of this.
Batman has the public trust after taking down Falcone. Try not to throw it away by going overboard on Hill. Battering the mayor is not a good option.
I got it, Alfred. The city will thank me later if Hill tells me Penguin's plans.
Deborah, you incompetent! Dent's up in the polls. I need to crucify him in the debate or we can kiss re-election and your job goodbye. You'd better be back here in the next 15 minutes or I'm cutting your pay. Deborah! Who's there?
Deborah!
Deborah! Was that you?
Expecting someone? Maybe the Penguin.
Batman? What are you doing here?
You know who Penguin is.
So I've heard of him. So what? I've got nothing to do with that lowlife. Do you hear me?
Patience isn't my strong suit, Ray. Talk!
I'm talking. You're not listening. I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same. Wayne, there's the real problem.
Wayne!
He's the one you should be after. Every fiber of his being built on lies, his status, his fortune.
What does Penguin want with Bruce Wayne?
The atrocities that occurred at the hands of his father. He only wants to expose the Waynes for the criminals that they are. Security!
Security!
Pick up, goddammit! Security! Don't kill me! I've done nothing wrong!
Why come to you?
Because I knew about Arkham Asylum, and what was done to those poor people. Penguin wants revenge for what happened to his mother. Thomas Wayne sent her to Arkham, along with who knows how many other innocents. Nothing was wrong with any of them.
Something this big couldn't have been hidden. There'd be records.
With enough money, you can make anything, or anyone, disappear. I didn't dare speak up. Whatever happened in the past, it's nothing compared to what's happening now. Penguin isn't the only child of Arkham. There are others whose families were destroyed by Wayne. They'll make Gotham pay for his sins. No. Please. Don't. No.
You deserve whatever's coming for you.
If I hadn't given Penguin what he wanted, he would have struck at the debate tonight. I didn't just do this for myself. I'm trying to protect Gotham. Finally. About damn time.
It's Batman! Shoot him!
It's Batman! Shoot him!
I heard everything, Master Bruce. What he said about your father, it must be difficult to process.
I need to know what went on in Arkham Asylum.
Indeed.
Why turn off the voice, though?
Hill seems to think he's safe, but Penguin's still out there.
Yeah, see, if I would have went in as Bruce Wayne, then he wouldn't have told me anything because he hates me, right? That's why you gotta. And he's a politician. He's gonna crumble at the sign of intimidation. That's how it works. It's like his other car puts on a Batman costume and he turns into a Batmobile.
I wonder what else is on here.
As per
Jay-Z.
your request, Gordon has tripled security at the debate.
Thanks, Alfred.
But Gordon heard about Batman's surprise visit to the mayor. He was far from happy.
He's fine.
Thanks for the heads up.
It's a plan of the old Monarch Theater.
The auditorium where the debate's being held. I hacked into the image feeds from the security cameras at the auditorium.
Just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
Hills, details about your father. They must have been quite upsetting. I can't imagine how you must feel. To learn so much in so little time.
To be honest, Alfred, nothing can shock me anymore. Not when it comes to my parents.
I wish I felt the same way. But I suppose no good can come from wallowing. The city needs you now more than ever.
The Waynes were criminals.
Leave you to it,
bro. I mean, that makes sense. Like, do you really think Thomas Wayne can do it or have this wealth with just being a doctor? I doubt that.
Persist that the candidate is having trouble paying his campaign staff and making ad buys. A Dent spokesperson said these rumors are nothing more than a smear tactic perpetuated by the incumbent Mayor Hill's campaign.
In other news, nobody goes to Gotham's dive bars expecting a quiet night out, but police say a brawl tonight at the Stack Deck Bar in Otisburg was the rowdiest one in recent memory. Reports say multiple arrests were made, with all the suspects taken into custody while unconscious. Police are seeking an unidentified man and woman who were seen in conversation with the assailants shortly before the fight.
Gotham District Attorney Harvey Dent appears to be hitting some potholes on his path to the mayor's office. Despite the backing of billionaire Bruce Wayne, rumors persist that the candidate is having trouble paying his campaign staff and making ad buys. A Dent spokesperson
That sucks, sorry.
rumors are nothing more than a smear tactic perpetuated by the incumbent Mayor
Gothamites have patiently waited for mob
Nobody
boss.
goes to Gotham's dive
Killed
bars
Falcone.
expecting a quiet night out.
Oh, this is like the history of what I chose. I see.
Was the rowdiest one in recent memory. Reports say multiple arrests were made, with all the suspects taken into custody while unconscious. Police are seeking an unidentified man and woman who were seen in conversation with the assailants shortly before the fight.
Gotham District Attorney Harvey Dent appears to be hitting some potholes on his path to the mayor's office.
Deceased.
Despite the backing of billionaire
Oh, there it is, deceased.
Rumors persist that the candidate is having trouble paying his campaign staff and making ad buys. A Dent spokesperson said these rumors are nothing more than a smear tactic perpetuated by the incumbent Mayor Hill's campaign.
I thought there was another thing here, but it's not.
Nobody goes to
Wait a minute. The images on these cameras haven't changed. Something's wrong.
Penguin's men may have commandeered the cameras on their end. We could just be looking at
What they want us to see. Warn Gordon that he may have visitors. I have to get down there. Now.
No. Commissioner G? Let's go. Driving sequence?
Harvey needs to get out of there.
Hey, Bruce. Man, I'm glad you called. I needed to talk to you, actually. Something's come up. Something that's... well, it's not...
Harvey, listen to me. Stay away from the debate.
What? No, Bruce,
I'm already here. Kinda crazy. Security's on high alert because of this threat from some guy named Penguin. They have me in some back room until the debate begins.
for my own protection, they said. A little bit of overkill, if you ask me. Look.
Bruce, I didn't want
You gonna break up with me? What the heck?
But
my advisors are telling me that I need to... distance myself from you. Until all this mess with your family blows over. They're afraid it's not a very...
I get it. It's the smart move, but let's talk about that later.
I'm glad you see it that way.
what with the allegations in the press, and now this mess with Falcone, you're a liability.
He's just
but here's the thing,
road,
Bruce.
road raging.
Without your money...
I am dead in the water. I know this is a delicate topic, but I need you to keep me afloat.
I may have to trash you in public, but you and me, we'll know the truth about our friendship.
Forget your campaign for a minute. The money won't matter if you're dead.
Yeah, well, until I
am, it is still my primary concern.
Listen, I hate to push you,
but I need to know. Can I count on your money, Bruce?
Damn. Damn! That's cold.
Whatever it takes to save Gotham, that's what we wanted.
I'll always support you, Harvey.
Oh, thank you, Bruce. Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. To Gotham. I'm sorry, Bruce. The makeup person is here. Guess she needs to put on my face.
I hope you can still watch the debate somewhere. No matter what I have to say tonight, remember.
You are always my friend.
That's crazy. That is crazy. But hey, up front, I respect it.
Batman. Yeah, all quiet so far.
I've got a feeling that's about to change.
But just so we're clear, you and me, we're on shaky ground.
Jim, listen.
No, listen to me. The excessive violence, it can't go on. Most of the GCPD already think you're a monster. Don't prove them right.
You're lucky I'm on your side.
That may be true, but I can't ally with a violent thug.
We have bigger things to worry about right now.
Oh.
Your security has been compromised.
I've got patrols on every door.
You better check on
The
that.
emulator is not... Well, it's not emulator.
I'd keep that holstered if I were you.
I guess the emulator...
What's she doing here? She was
From
spotted at
PS4 to
robbery at the
PS5. It's
mayor's
not doing the
office.
smoke very well.
Really? You're gonna drag out that dead horse?
We're all on the same side, Jim.
This better not come back to bite me. Alpha Patrol, come in.
That, incident in the bar. Dead is its own kind of cage. I can't stand being in it. Not that I needed your help or anything, but you had my back. I thought I'd repay the favor. You know, like you scratch my back, I cut some people up.
Doing the right thing. Maybe there's hope for you yet.
Don't read too much into it. I'm just allergic to owing you anything.
None of my men on the ground are responding.
Enough waiting. We're going in.
Alpha, do you read?
Now, aren't you glad I'm here?
None of my men are responding. No excessive violence.
Well, you have a better shot than my SWAT team of getting in there quietly. We are seriously underfunded at the GCPD.
Sounds like a vote for Dent, Lieutenant.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our live debate for the next mayor of Gotham City. This is an important debate.
Oh, that was quick.
Incumbent Mayor Hamilton Hill and the challenger Gotham District Attorney Harvey Dent. And it's also important for you, the citizens of Gotham, who will soon head to the polls to decide the future of your home, a city that's faced its share of hardships in recent years. Rising crime rates, income inequality, yes.
I can't. It's almost giving me Arkham Knight vibes, or Silent vibes. Like a turntable, DJ turntable. Oh, they're dead. They're not even like.
At least we know why they weren't responding.
Gordon, we found one of your patrols. They've been terminated.
Ladies and gents, as you might have guessed, there's been a change to tonight's program. First order of business, firing the moderator.
They
I hate
never
to be a
believed
downer,
Batman.
but these hostages, I don't like their chances.
He just didn't have a head for the issues.
Don't think about the odds or you'll make mistakes. You have to stay focused.
Speak for yourself, Batman.
You'll do. Get out here.
What is that guy?
Quiet back there.
These guys are armed to
I
the
think it's
teeth.
Solomon Grundy.
We need a new moderator.
Come on, you.
You there? Yes. You. Thank you for volunteering.
Please, no.
Go on then. Introduce the candidates. Stage fright, huh? All right, I'll get you started, but this is your show.
3 hostiles. Gotta take them out quietly.
Hostiles. I thought it was an examine. I thought it was an execute. Facing away, vulnerable. Camera stand. It's so like fragile. What the hell? This guy. Let's kill this guy. Light stand. Catwoman's up there. Yeah, really. I think it's the best one, right? Because it's like I'm gonna go all the way over there. And this guy's gonna get raped by Catwoman. That don't look right. Enemy officer defeated.
Keep your heads down. Make for the police line.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
My downtrodden brothers and sisters of Gotham.
Who the heck is that? Scarecrow?
We are the children of Arkham. We are here to end the masquerade and expose the corruption that ruined your city. For too long, men like your esteemed mayor have profited from the pain of innocence.
Did you ever meet the guy on the screen?
Nope. Smart to let someone else do your dirty work.
Look into the hearts of these spineless creatures, chosen to
Go
lead.
on, love. You know what to do.
Candidates, show Gotham your true self. Tell them what you really think about the city you pretend to love.
Oh, that's just hyper truth serum.
Everybody in Gotham saw that moderator get shot on live TV. What's going on?
It's not like a
First off, we should incinerate the pool.
Jesus. So nothing really different. Got it.
We're out of time, Batman. The brass is going nuts with those two drunks on stage.
Yeah, we're getting there, bro. Chill out.
Roll the tape!
This Thomas Wayne? Yeah.
I thought your father was dead.
Subject 9, Esther Cobblepot. You've been declared criminally insane and committed to Arkham indefinitely as a ward of the state.
Please, I'll sell you the land. Please don't do this.
You had your chance. You should have made the deal we offered you. Give her the drug.
Give her the drug.
We're friends. Our boys play together.
Yo.
You were warned, Esther.
Thomas Wayne's crazy. I mean, I guess that makes sense. In when Thomas Wayne was the Batman, he had guns, he was not a good person.
Now you know. Now you will see.
Bro, you walk away with the guns, not forward. Terrible.
Batman! You certainly know how to make an entrance.
Go!
Why don't you kick the crap out of him?
He threw a table at me. I dislike that.
No, please, I made a man.
You could never.
Oh, kidney punch. Yeah.
I took out Thomas Wayne. That was all him. He didn't know when to stop. I had him killed because of it.
Whoa, Mayor Hill did it.
Back, my poor old mum. So this is for her.
Don't let you kill anyone else.
Right, your turn, Dent.
Oh, damn. Just straight up assassinated. What was he doing this whole time?
Where's your mate, Bruce Wayne? Your biggest supporter, and he didn't even turn up. Batman! The revolution's already started! It's too late to join!
Your revolution is over, Penguin.
On the contrary, we're just getting started!
The heck? Did you get shot or what? Whoa, what the hell? Man, what are the cops doing, bro? Come on. And that's how you get Two-Face. Kill Batman!
Fire, damn it!
Harvey.
Where's the maniac in the mask? We need paramedics over here, now!
That was a good shot. You see that? Cinema! Pure cinema!
City Hall is in chaos after Mayor Hamilton Hill was confirmed dead.
While several members of the Children of Arkham have been arrested, the Penguin is still at large.
Man has one suit.
He won't be the same after this.
Meanwhile, the Wayne family scandal continued to escalate after the full list of Thomas Wayne's victims was released to the public.
They should have did that in Batman with Christian Bale because he like tried to ruin his family's reputation. He should have found out and started doing that. That would have made more sense than just like sacrificing the name of the Waynes.
Lawyers representing Bruce Wayne have no comment at this time.
We are the children of Arkham, and we have opened your eyes.
Scarecrow. Yeah, it's got to be Scarecrow. 100% Scarecrow. All right, there it is. Second episode. Wow. 29% of our gamers are sadistic human beings. Not surprised. Did I kiss Selena? You didn't try to kiss Selena. 78% of people played. Yeah, of course they would kiss Selena. Did you visit Mayor Hill's Brewster Bat? This was a tough one, but if you put logic into it and how Hill felt about Bruce, like nothing he's gonna say is gonna he's gonna want to kill Bruce too. So Batman was the better choice. Did you draw your funding? Continued. Yeah, look at that. See, thrifty. Now for y'all out there that picked this option, but also kiss Selena, y'all scum. Of course, yeah. This is a tough one too. Yeah, that's pretty good. I would have chose Selena because Harvey's destined to be Two-Face, right? Okay, man, that's kind of crazy. Like that 25%, 21% was Selena. I mean, why not? It's a video game. Video games, right? Am I right, guys?
Next
video
time
games.
on Batman, the Telltale series.
You may have saved me, but this isn't over. You don't know these people, Bruce.
Authorities are scrambling. The so-called Children of Arkham have the city in a frenzy, but there's still no sign of their masked leader. With Hill and Falcone dead by their hands, the question on everyone's lips is, who's next?
After that news about your father sending innocent people to Arkham.
Yeah.
Sounds like the whole city wants your head on a pike.
The Waynes have always run this company, but now they want to decide what your future at this company will be.
Do you really think Bruce Wayne is worth protecting?
Maybe.
What do you want from me?
You know what I want.
Yo. Oh, not allowed. That's crazy. All right, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. That's a good sign, guys. Well, I had fun. That was cool. That was a good choice. Good choice, Blue. Good choice. That was a good one. Actually, why didn't I choose this chat? Let's see, copy. Paste, right? I should have just put that, yeah, in there. And then I'll just mute this. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's a test. Nope. Oh, there we go. Let's go. It works. It works. Okay. Well, there it is. There's Batman the Telltale series episode 2. Continuing our A to Z gaming challenge that's been delayed. But yeah. So hopefully tonight you learned, the Telltale games. I'm still having fun with it. And can't wait to play Dispatch. If you guys have news of it coming on physical, let me know. I'd be totally interested to buy it physical and then play it on stream for you guys. I know my friends have played it already, and a lot of my friends love these graphic novel like story, choose your own story games. So I totally get it. It's totally cool. But if I can get a physical, it'd be awesome. Maybe after playing this, like I really want to get into like Borderlands and the Guardians of the Galaxy one would be fun. Wolf Among Us 2, since I played the first one. It's been a long time since I played the first one, so I might have to go back and play that. And these are one of those games, just like Mass Effect and Dragon Age, where it remembers all your decisions from the previous games, so this way it affects your future gameplay. And I think that, I still honestly believe that is like the future, not the future of gaming, but like it really enhances one's experience of gaming. And more devs should really hammer in on that style. What else tonight? So tonight we found out that these game journalists are also not exactly the saints that are these propped up opinion-based individuals that are fueled by the corporate greed. right? And they control the market. If a review from an establishment can make a company lose 30% of their stock value of their stock, that needs to change in some way or form. And maybe gaming can be saved and jobs can be saved and the quality of games can improve. Because if that's going to be the future of our games, I feel like that's not going to be the right path that gaming will take. I think indie games will come back stronger than ever before. It will be the gamer's choice of gaming, while those I call them fair weather gamers will be swallowed by the live service of the corporation's AAA games, right? So it's just because, you know, some of them are just not educated enough, and you know they're playing video games based off a distraction, not as an art. So, and you know, a little mix of the two. It's not white and black, guys. So hopefully that, man, it really saddens me, but like I really hope they figure it out. I hope they realize that, you know, greed isn't going to make people buy more games or play more games, but just spend more money. And I think that's what's happening, is they're prioritizing spending more money versus designing better games. So, but with that said, guys, thanks for hanging out with me as always. It was good to catch up with you guys. I know I've been away for 2 weeks. Tomorrow I'm going to do a little bit more work on the Tuesday's episode and be back officially on the show. Hopefully, you know, I'm 100% till for that. But yeah, looking forward to it. And then we'll see how everything goes. But as far as tonight, I had fun. It was great. Let's continue the series. I'll only save this playthrough for you guys on the internet because I had a good time. I had a good time. I was like locked in. You know, I was like, the experience was fun. So have a good night, guys. I appreciate you. And yeah, be good to one another. Peace.
You